Today, we looked at the American wing of the anti-cult network, its public facade, its main player, and its methodological and financial machinery. But the full picture? The one that explains why this exact methodology has been so effective, why it adapts so successfully to different political regimes, and why it worked just as well in the Third Reich, in post-Soviet Russia, and now in modern democracies, only becomes clear when we dig into its historical roots. This is where I need to pause, because what comes to light when analyzing the history of this methodology deserves much more than a few minutes at the end of today's video. It deserves its own dedicated, fact-based breakdown. For now, let me leave you with a few questions that we'll explore together in the next video. Did you know that the prototype of the organization that systematically compiled lists of dangerous sects wasn't created in the US during the 1970s, or in Russia during the 1990s, but back in 1921 in Germany? Did you know that in 1933, these lists found a new, highly interested client, a specific agency whose name most people today prefer not to say out loud? Did you know that the man who led the post-war revival of this exact methodology in Europe, 3 decades after the Nuremberg trials, was, based on available facts, the successor to the chief anti-cult ideologue, and that it was through him that this direct lineage eventually reached the person who passed it on to Alexander Dworkin? And here is the most uncomfortable question. Did you know that in the University of California's academic archives, this alleged discipline of the Nazi ideologue and Stephen Hassan, whom we talked about today, are listed under the exact same category of files linked to the former American Anti-Cult Coordination Center, CAN? These aren't rhetorical questions. They are proven, documented facts that we'll break down in detail in our next episode.